Cemetery. The sky is covered with cold and cold fog, pouring rain, pouring down. The original cemetery was so simple, now more and more quiet, extremely gloomy. Even adult men did not dare to stay for a long time. But in a place that few people passed like that, there was a woman in a black long skirt holding a black umbrella in her hand, looking from a distance in the dim rain like a drop of ink down, both mysterious and devil. Thursday Nan went in front of a familiar tombstone, folded even though, also ignoring drizzle constantly pouring down. She hugged a bouquet of Manchurian flowers, squatted down in front of the tombstone, watching the photo sticking on the tombstone. In the photo is an intellectual woman, long hair is neatly tied, the corners of her lips slightly curved, her eyes are shining, smiling shyly. Thursday Nan's calm face was slightly touched. She blinked to suppress tears in her eye sockets, revealing a comfortable smile and relieved. Master, I report a good news for the person. I have replaced the person who collected the other person. The house was broken, the shifty, and divided into 108 pieces. The people under Q2 Yen could rest assured his eyes. Suddenly, she coughed intense, as if she wanted to cough all the lungs, had to bend her back to cover her mouth, until she opened the palm of her hand. The blood was fresh, looking extremely dazzling, the lips were also sticky with bright red blood, the face was even more pale and transparent. Her whole body covered a strange bold dyed of death. If you have a bit of virtue to see, you definitely want to avoid it. Normally the great wicked, on the head and on the shoulder, there is only a little bit of death, but the whole girl is covered by death, not knowing how many people have been on the blood of many people. Thursday Nan looked at the bright red blood mark in his hand, not caring at all, extremely familiar with paper towels from the pocket to wipe clean. Obviously this was not the first time she coughed up blood like that. I know, if you are still alive and know you do such things, you will definitely scold me to the bloody dog. The health of Thursday Nan was not good. She sat down on the tombstone, smiled softly. If she did not pay attention to the depth of her eyebrows, this smile was very beautiful, but this smile quickly turned off. The people who are most concerned about are lying to the ground. How can I look at the people who have killed people to enjoy the glory of wealth and wealth with the family, even if they have to pay the price of their lives to manually die? These enemies are worth it. Thursday Nan stood up slowly, bowed to the real hello. She stared intently at the picture and sighed and said, Master, this is the last time. Children come to visit people. She doesn't have much time. Going out of the cemetery, she stood on a large road full of rainwater, when she wanted to open even but her hand was unable to have strength, until she was just overlooked. She was blown away by a wind in the middle of the road. She was slow spreading through. When he wanted to pick up his back, he saw a large truck from the corner of his eyes. This place is inherently deserted, when normally rarely see such a large truck. But Thursday Nan did not feel unintended at all. Her fortunes were gradually being swallowed by death, so anything could happen. Such a thing did not find it strange. She took a deep breath mixed with the obscure fog of the falling rain, and stared at the truck at her side, but she did not avoid it at all. Actually, a small accident like a car accident, with a heavenly master like her, it is extremely easy to avoid it, but can avoid this time, and what is the next time? She used the most unique tactic to die enemies, have cut off the way of life. The accident like this time compared to the other time, it can only be more serious, will happen even more so. She closed her eyes. Even though she returned to the past again, she did not regret it. In the blink of an eye, the bulky truck ran in front of him. The skinny body was crushed by the crushed wheel. Even a resonance was not, as if a piece of fallen leaves was swept in. A bright red blood flowed out of the wet road. Nan Nan, Nan Nan. Thursday Nan closed his eyes tightly, vaguely heard his call. His eyebrows were tightly relaxed. So good. Not thinking about before death, could hear his familiar voice. Liang Diem's back straight sat at the head of the bed, his heart-breaking face gently rubbing his daughter's tight eyebrows. in his heart a little painful when looking at her small, thin face. He knew that he was not a good 3, because his career was a soldier, so the time with his family was very small but divided the way. Because of this, his wife was always resentful, finally deciding to divorce him, but his young daughter was given to the third sister's family to take care of. For a few years, thank you to the fact that she has paid for her daughter's living and tuition fees, almost he has given more than half of her salary and allowances. 2. I don't need to worry too much, the doctor said Nan will not have anything. A woman pushed the door and sighed and said, fortunately, this time the great blessing is great, otherwise the other lake is so deep, then know what to do now. Seeing that Tri Lang Diem did not say a word, she glanced at Tri Lang Diem, sitting upright, blaming her herself. It is all because of you, if you may be interested in a bit, you will probably not happen. Tri Lang Diem heard this word of Ba Tri K Hoa, the strict face turned to say, how can you blame Ba, as a person who works as you are too irresponsible. Seeing Tri K Hoa still wanted to continue, Tri Lang Diem frowned slightly, at a glance at the girl who was still closing their eyes and sleeping on the bed, hurriedly in a small voice, Sister Ba, we go out to talk. Tri K Hoa immediately nodded in agreement. The door was just closed. After a while, the eyelashes of Tri Thursday Nan immediately moved. She slowly opened her eyes and looked around. Under her nose was the smell of disinfected water. She looked at the white ceiling like snow, while at the moment it was a bit bewildered, yet she did not die. Why could it be? Tri Thursday Nan turned himself and stood up, stretched his shoulders and touched one hand, immediately touched the cool white jade pendant on his neck. This time she was really shocked. This gem was not soon broken? She hurriedly looked around the four sides, seeing on the bedside cabinet with a stack of newspaper. Even if she saw her days in the newspaper, she could not believe it. Even though her body was still weak, she did not have much strength to run directly into the bathroom. Wait until she saw in the mirror reflecting a naive face with horizontal hair covering most of the face and murky temperament of a girl around 17 to 18 years old. At this time, Tri Thursday Nan was really sure. She was extremely happy, as if she wanted to go crazy. She wanted to laugh but could not laugh, like her broken emotions, and took off her long-standing memories, cried out loud, but she returned to the past. Those cruel things have not happened, her father has not happened. Tri Thursday Nan was happy to cry, until he heard familiar calls outside. Tri Thursday Nan took a deep breath to calm down. She opened the faucet and was inspired to wash her face full of tears. Nan Nan, Nan Nan, are you in it? Come in. Tri Lang Diem had just entered the room when he discovered that his daughter was not lying in bed. His serious face appeared in panic. While thinking that his daughter had ran away, he heard in the bathroom with noise. He took a deep breath to tap the door lightly to scare his daughter. Because in the past years, he often went out on his duty, so his daughter became more and more strange to him, even fearing him. Tri Lang Diem was also a bit sad. He did not know how to treat her, how well, could only soften her voice. If his subordinates saw the second day captain, the cold and mighty day, would be extremely cautious like this, just afraid that their iris would fall out. Right when he was still thinking, the toilet door immediately opened, and before he could react, a slender body directly rushed. He folded his hands and feet, hurriedly hugging his daughter. Nan Nan, Nan Nan. Tri Lang Diem's low voice rang out. Watching his daughter hugging his neck tightly and burying his face in his neck, he just felt that the whole heart wanted to melt. Tri Thursday Nan also did not say a word, just worried about hugging his father's neck, in his throat a few sobbing. This was the three of her still touched and not touching her, not the ashes as cold as ice. Oh, grandchildren, this child, really don't know, it's so grown but also wrapped around his father like that. My father has just returned very tired. Nan Nan, hurry and get off the father and grandchildren. Tri K Hoa saw that Tri Thursday Nan wrapped around her like that. It was a bit surprised. Normally this granddaughter of her, when she saw two, immediately scared like a mouse to see cats. How could she be so intimate? But she did not think much, and thought that she was frightened because she saw her biological father as if she found a support. Try Thursday. Nan heard this voice. Han's eyes opened wide. She would never forget her voice like this nightmare. How harsh and harsh, not reciting her old love but humiliating her self-esteem, and throwing it into the ground, bringing her ashes into the trash. In her eyes filled with disgusting, gripping the clothes on the shoulders of Tri Lang Diem, she could restrain her intention to tear the disgusting face of this girl, in front of a type but behind her back. Seeing that Tri Thursday Nan did not care about it, his younger brother did not want to drop down, his appearance as if he was hugging, he really saw that he could not like it, pouted, just an item to make up more money, do he need to protect it like that? Everything is good, but only this point is not good. After a long time after Tri Lang Diem just put her daughter on the hospital bed, carefully covering her blankets. Nan, I am really, how can I run to such a dangerous place? What happens if something happens now? Tri Hoa rebuked Tri Thursday. Nan, this deserted monkey needs to be a bit. Tri Thursday. Nan raised his head to look straight at Tri Hoa. For some reason, Tri Hoa felt cold, always felt the eyes of Tri Thursday. Nan made her panic, raising an eyebrow to teach her a little. But when she glanced over to see Tri Lang Diem raising an eyebrow, she could hold it down to this breath, the damn head, waiting for your father to go, see how I handle you. On her face, she smiled and said, Nan, maybe I'm hungry, right, let me go buy some food for you. After saying that, he turned and left. Tri Thursday. Nan watched her back and left, in the pupils appearing gloomy. Nan, my body still has an uncomfortable place, I have to tell you and the doctor. Tri Lang Diem saw her dumbfounded daughter, touching her forehead. What are you dumbfounded? Daddy, are you okay? Tri Thursday. Nan widened his tears in his eyes, his small head tilted on Tri Lang Diem's shoulder to speak. Tri Thursday. Nan heard on the top of his head transmitted to a sigh, pushing Tri Lang Diem out, angrily into the blanket. Nan, I let you have a little more time. Think a bit, yes or not? Tri Lang Diem said hard. Okay, so you must seriously think carefully. Tri Thursday. Nan poked his head out, his eyes stared at his father when he saw the reluctant face of Tri Lang Diem. That's right, Nan, my aunt said I always wanted to go home to sleep, because of the strange bed. Shi Khan also has no time to take care of his children, otherwise he does not choose a day to let his children bring his 3 cousins moving into his house with his children, can also take care of each other. Tri Thursday. Nan heard words like his previous life, laughing coldly, this girl of her was very good at calculating. Unfortunately, this time she will not stupidly lead the wolf into the house like that anymore. Tri Thursday. Nan shook his head like a drum, in the eyes of tears calmly looking at Tri Lang Diem, he said, no, that's our home, I don't want others to move anywhere. Tri Thursday. Nan understood her father, if she was another adult, heard that, she would definitely scold her as a young child who did not understand. But changing into a girl like Tri Lang Diem, although it was a bit reluctant, felt the consciousness of her daughter was a bit strong. But when he saw Tri Thursday. Nan, tears wanted to cry, he temporarily a little frantic, immediately comforted, okay, do not let others move in, I see what kind of crying into this form. Tri Thursday. Nan stopped crying and smiled, calmly, she was a bit sleepy, she yawned, this body was really too weak, just that she was still the same harshly grabbed Tri Lang Diem, like fear he would run away. Sleep. Tri Lang Diem lowered his head down for Tri Thursday. Nan, helping to lift a few hairs on her face aside. Tri Thursday. Nan nodded, his gaze, all clearly can see the affection for tangerines and nostalgia that he did not want to leave. Good, I am here with me, close your eyes. Tri Lang Diem's right hand covered the eyelids of Tri Thursday. Nan, both happy and feel painful. What makes him happy is that the daughter in the past was far away from her and the chain, but now she could not want to leave him like that, but thinking of a girl who encountered such a great painting, felt heartbroken. In the eyes of Tri Lang DM showing a few sharp light rays, it is best not to be caused by the intentional person, otherwise he will insist that he will not miss this. Tri Thursday Nan again dreamed of sleeping, and when he woke up, the side of the soup had no one. Tri Thursday Nan looked around in panic, maybe yesterday she saw that three were a dream or something, until she touched the white pearl on her neck, she reluctantly calmed down. She walked down the bed and did not wear shoes but pushed the door out. Go to the right side. Damn it, his mother wanted to die all of them. Dare to treat his daughter like that. An angry roar emanating from one end of the stairs. Tri Lang DM, for his daughter's story, did not understand why falling into the reservoir was always suspicious. So he sent his subordinates to investigate. He knew that the truth was a bizarre joke of a few people, plus the story of a girl at school was always bullied, so it was extremely indignant like Hong Su * was angered.